and welcome again to Weekly Connection. Weekly Connection is a program of Bliss Oasis Ministries based in Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome, my name is Patrick Ngugi. I'm the founder of Bliss Oasis Ministries, and I'm a practitioner with the Science of Mind as CLZ Kenya. And so it's been quite some time before we got connected, and there are various reasons for this. It's long since I did the last program, but I hope the weekly connection will from henceforth be weekly as we continue. And thank you everybody for everybody who have subscribed to this channel and also to the Bliss Oasis Ministry Facebook channel. I wouldn't mind once in a while you comment either in the description page, you comment on whatever we share with you every week, and also maybe give a suggestion on how to proceed so that we can continue sharing and even be more connected. After all, it's a weekly connection. And as usual, in every broadcast we do, we usually start with an invocation where we invite Spirit, we invite God to be with us during this podcast so that everything is put in perspective, proper perspective, because He, or God, is the owner of everything, and obviously we are part of that. So we do a bit of invocation before we go to Thanksgiving for the week. And so we take a deep breath as we connect and remember that there's only one power, which is bliss, which is peace, which is love, which is infinite intelligence. And this power, this intelligence covers everything. It is everywhere. It is in everything, and everything is in this power. It created everything that we see, and it's in everything that is seen and unseen. And so we allow this connection to be with us as we start this day's connection, so that we share the wisdom that comes to us as life flows through us and for us and at us. And I'm so grateful that we are able to do this connection. And I know wisdom, love, and peace and connection will be us through as we learn whatever we have to learn today and always. And so it is. So we are here again, and we normally go throughout our life, seeing things, seeing changes, one thing leading to another. And sometimes when we get stuck into the flow of things, sometimes we are so immersed in it that, as they say, we don't see the tree for the forest or forest for the tree. So that although we are in the midst of bliss, we normally choose to see what we don't have. And that's why we need to be grateful with what we have, because it is by being grateful with what we have that we can continue getting more of the same and what is awaiting for us. So let's just be thankful in this gratitude section. Let's be grateful for being here, grateful for this connection of this, YouTube channel, being grateful for the air that we breathe, being grateful for our relatives, for our relationships, for our children, for our businesses, and for the fact that we are able to breathe today, and for anything that is there, and also be grateful for the blessings, not only that are already here, but the blessings that are coming. And we are recording this shortly after the demonstration that was started in Kenya by Gen Z, the young people, the other day. It's July 7, and it's barely about 2 weeks ago. So we are grateful for the same demos. We are grateful for what it has taught us. And we are grateful for the lessons, of course, and a new look at things. And so it is. So it's my hope that those of us who are watching for the first time, you will be able to like our channel and also subscribe and ring the bell so that every time we produce this video, you'll be able to receive it. And so that you can also be a family and also a supporter of this channel. And so without much ado, we have to go to what I have decided, or what I think it's an interesting reading that we are going to read today. And actually what I decided that we discuss today is about faith, belief of things that unseen, or they say somewhere in the Bible. So let me share the page so that we can look at the scripture and also read together. And this is a reading that is taken from Matthew. Matthew, I guess, is chapter 13. Yes, I think it's chapter 13 from verse 55. And it's about Jesus coming to his hometown, and he began teaching there. And so we continue. Coming to his hometown, he began teaching the people in their synagogue, and they were amazed. Where did this man get his wisdom and these miraculous powers? They asked. Isn't this a carpenter's son? Isn't his mother named Mary? And his brothers James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas, and all his sisters with us? Where did this man get all these things? And they took offense at him. But Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town and in his own home. And he did so many miracles, and he did not do many miracles there because of their lack of faith. So we've come across this passage many times in the Bible, and when you are not reading for contemplation purposes, you just scroll through it and and read it, and just like any other parable or any other story in the Bible. But let's look at it deeply. Somebody you are so much used to, maybe a brother or a relative or somebody in the neighborhood, you're so used to them, you take them for granted, or even when they achieve something great, you wonder, how do they manage? Like if they become popular all of a sudden, or they achieve something, you always wonder, well, isn't this the same guy that we used to know? Why is he getting so famous? Why is he managing to get whatever they're getting? And you don't put a lot of value in it. And in this case, that's why we have this saying that prophets, even as Jesus said, prophets are never valued at home. But that's one thing. The other thing I'm really looking at, this passage comes, if we had read earlier, or if you go and read previously what was happening, he was in another village or in another town. And this time is when he had come home, as it says, he came home and he started giving the same messages that he's been given other places, and he was accepted. But at home, they were wondering, who is this? Where did he get all this wisdom? After all, who is he? Isn't he just the carpenter's son? We know his mother, we know his relative. What is he trying to tell us? And so it's like they were not, for them, it was whatever he was saying or doing, it was not big deal. It wasn't big deal. I mean, it's who is he after all? Sini mtoto wa kina nani? As we say in Kiswahili, it's not just a child of so and so, and what is he trying to show us? And so they didn't believe a word. Or even if they believe anything, they didn't believe much. So the important line here is where it says, Jesus did not do many miracles there because of their lack of faith. I don't know whether, or rather, okay, right now I won't be able to say whether he was unable, meaning he did not have power. He was powerless, that he could not do or perform those miracles. Was he powerless? Or he decided not to perform any miracles because they would not believe them, or rather they would not believe in him. Now, the question is this: was Jesus performing miracle so that people believe him, or rather believe in him? Was he um was he changing water into wine? Was he treating or curing people so that people believe in him? Or they believed in him because they wanted or they had seen what he was doing? The faith, we are talking about faith here. And if you recall, particularly in the Samaritan, or rather the woman who had been bleeding for 12 years or so, and many other people Jesus cured, he always told them, your faith has cured you. Or by your faith, you have been cured. Now, the faith in what? Faith in Jesus, believing in Jesus, or believe they can be cured, the ability of God, universe, to cure them. It's a very fine line. It's just like as earlier on I asked, was obviously we know, and we know, we have told that Jesus, okay, he walked on the water and so on and so forth. But that faith in you, the faith in you or lack of it, is what makes your life move the direction it's going to move. Things that happen to you or don't happen to you is because of what you believe in. And we know, like people go for pilgrimage, they go to maybe Subukia, or those who go to wherever you go for pilgrimage with the intention of maybe getting success, getting healed, or getting a breakthrough somewhere. That faith, that belief in the same is what happens, is what makes you get your breakthrough. For example, if I believe that this water is going to cure me, and I take it knowing it's going to cure me, believing it's going to cure me, without adding anything in that water, my belief will cure me. The belief, the act of believing will cure me just by taking that water, whether I add anything in it or not. The same water, adding anything in it or not, but I don't believe that it's going to cure me, it wouldn't. After all, I won't take it. So it is the faith, the belief. The belief changes your way of thinking. It changes the vibes or the frequency of your brain, of your mind, and enables the power that is available all the time, which at that time came through Jesus to whoever believed, and they were cured. It is a faith, it's a belief. Faith is very strong because people are given what you call, what do you call it? The word is explaining. But the word, the scientific word is running out of me. But I'm sure I might get it as we go along. You're given drugs that are just sugar coated, but they are not really drugs aimed at healing or curing your whatever you're suffering from. But you're given to them, or they're given to you, and you are told, take this several times. Is it placebos? You tell me whether they're placebos. Take this several times a day. and you're going to be okay. You take them, believing you'll be cured, and you, you get cured because of the belief in you. So Jesus was not able to perform miracles because even though Jesus was Son of God, but you out there are given a power of choice. You're given free will to believe or not to believe. Believe, you come, you get healed. You remember the centurion. He told Jesus, you don't need to come to my house. Say but the word, and my daughter or whoever will be healed. So the belief in this centurion made the child be healed. Suppose the centurion didn't believe, he wouldn't even come there. So belief is powerful, and belief is not something that comes from outside. The curing of anybody because of the miracles we hear, miracle of Jesus, anybody. The curing did not come from outside the believer. The faith did not come from outside. They had the faith from within. And they allow that faith to open the channels from God, from the universe, through Jesus. And they were healed. Yeah. So people go to the Asians or Indians go to the Ganges River. Others go to Jordan. Others do strange things. They have stuff they believe in. That faith that you have in you is what happens to all possibilities. And those possibilities happen because you believe. Many Christians, many people, even other faiths, they pray for breakthrough. They pray and they say or think they have enough faith or they believe. They're taught to have, even if we have the faith the size of the mustard seed, that is enough for the breakthrough for anything. But what we do most of the time? We pray, we treat for those who do treatment, we treat, we do this. Immediately the prayer is over or the treatment is over, we start wondering, how is it going to come? Is it really going to come? We start, we plant a seed, then we start digging the next day to find whether the roots or the shoots are starting to come out, because we somehow have a fraction or doubt. We have a doubt of the mustard seed. How is it going to happen? We question. And when you have that faith and then you start doubting or questioning, you are reducing or removing the power of the same faith, which would have made the same thing happen. And so, how much is our faith? Yeah, because Jesus is here. He wants to bless you. He wants to give you what you want. You say you believe, but after praying, you start questioning. And we are told, if anything is late, if anything is delayed, whatever you're asking for or you're praying for is delayed, does not come when you want it. Maybe what you're praying is not the right thing. Maybe the time you're hoping for it to come is not the right time. And God, in whatever language you use, Guy, universe, God, whatever language uses, that God, his time or its time is the right time. So give it time. And after praying, you don't sit and wait. After praying, of course, you allow God to take its time and move to that direction by accepting in advance, because you are supposed to know that you have received after you pray. Start rejoicing that is coming. It's a mood that brings out the thing, brings you to the thing that you want. Because it's going to be a nice surprise. You don't know how it's going to come, but it's going to be, however, where it comes is a surprise. And again, sometimes it's already there, but you're not looking properly. You're looking for a particular thing in your mind that you feel it should be that way, but it's already there. You look around. Even if it's not there, a way has been prepared. And so, as we are told, Jesus was not able to do miracles in his hometown. Jesus was able, but he didn't, because the people there were not ready to receive. They didn't believe in him. And I believe that is the message. Thank you very much. And so, in contemplation about faith and belief, many a times we doubt, and lack of doubt, or rather a lack of faith, or when we have doubt. When you have doubt, actually, it's like you're reversing the wheels from the direction that you are supposed to go when you are in belief. Because when you doubt, actually, when you're having doubts, or when you have lack of faith, even the whole system kind of changes and things seem difficult. You start getting negative thoughts. And one negative thought leads to another. Then some form of heaviness. And if you keep on keep on entertaining that thought, that lack of belief, you keep on getting more reasons why you should not believe. You have one reason not to trust a particular person, and maybe it's not even a true reason. I mean, it's not a reality. But if you have one reason, one excuse not to trust somebody or something, and if you maintain that one reason in your mind, what does your mind do? What does your subconscious do? It invites support of similar thoughts to disbelieve, or to strengthen your lack of faith, or your mistrust of that person. And so it continues, because I read somewhere, if you hold a thought for 18 seconds in your mind, whatever thought you are holding in your mind for 18 seconds, which is just slightly more than 15 seconds, quarter of a minute, you will get another thought to support the same. And so it grows, the negativity grows. It becomes like the snowball. It has got a snowball effect. And eventually, your doubt, your disbelief, your thought of impossibility, that it is impossible, becomes a reality. So you don't try hard. You don't keep on, hoping for the best. You don't look forward to anything. And so you start inviting the negativities, which bring you to not getting what you're after. Or eventually when you thought you're not getting what you are after, when it comes, you are surprised. You are at a loss because you don't know how to use it. I mean, you are not prepared to use it properly. And so you lose it. Why? Because of that little faith you have. You had no confidence. You had no belief either in yourself or in the person or in the situation that you're after. So faith is very important. And we should all the time try to believe for the best and hope for the best. And the moment we start feeling bad within ourselves, we should know we are entertaining a negative thought. Replace it with another one and keep that positive one for at least 15 seconds. You'll get another positive one. And as you go on, you get bigger and bigger positive thoughts. They make you happy, they make you joyful, and you go for the right thing, and the universe blesses you with what you give out. That is our contemplation. So for the message of the week is that I have no message. That is the message for the week. And I only wish you to be more, to continue watching these podcasts every week, whenever it comes. When it comes on every week basis, it will be uploaded every Saturday evening, so that you can check and see what's in it, the message we have, and so on. And please send your comments, send your messages of encouragement, send your questions. I won't mind, reading or answering some questions to the best of my ability. And so that we move together in this Bliss Oasis Ministries. It's a new ministry. And we are here to do, we have ideas, we have a lot of ideas that we'll be sharing later on, particularly for people who may want to partner with us so that we can proceed and continue. Because this is also another kind of spiritual channel. We do have what we believe in law of circulation. Law of circulation is giving. And giving, some people call it offering, some people call it tithe. We call it answering to the law of circulation, because when you get, you get to give, and the more you give, the more you get. And by you giving to this channel, we'll make it us stronger and be able to reach more people through other projects that we are coming up with. We'll be told later on through Bliss Oasis Ministries. And if you like to donate or send anything, at the end of this video, there'll be a message thanking you for watching us. And there'll be a number there, an M-Pesa number, actually a till number, for those who are in Kenya, where they can send whatever donation. We don't mind. We can receive anything. But there'll also be a PayPal address, account number. Those who are outside the country, outside Kenya, or those who are in Kenya, but they can send through PayPal, you'll be welcome. And we shall really appreciate. Later on, we are going to start a partnership program where you can also partner by sending out something to support the program that we are coming out with. And so that's okay for the day. We are through for this podcast. And as we go on out, we end with benediction. Benediction is to send us in spirit, in peace, for being together now, and thanking God for that until we meet again. So we are thankful for the connection, for the time we've shared today together, this podcast, the learning we've done today. And also we are grateful for our supporters, the people who are sending us support in form of law of circulation, so that we can reach out to more people through various podcasts and also through other various projects. And we know this is good, this is powerful, because it's all God, it's all good. And as we part now, we go in love, we go in celebration, celebrating the week and blessings of the week. And so it is. So thank you very much. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, do it now and share and ring the bell. So until next week, God bless and all the best.